Namaskar, good morning, Ram Ram. Welcome to your own channel AC Astro. In the series of yearly horoscopes, we are here with the Aquarius 2025 yearly horoscope. Let's welcome Akashi from Calgary, Canada. Namaskar, Ram Ram Akashi.
नमस्कार रोहित जी राम राम वेलकम all the people who are watching बहुत बहुत स्वागत उन सबका and today we're going to discuss about Aquarius 2025. Very awesome. I was so happy when I was preparing this, Rohit ji. Lot of beautiful things happening for Aquarius and beginning of 2025 and all of 2025 we are doing astrology for beginners, the 8-week course. So if you have enrolled, awesome. If you want to enroll here, the link is in the description below. Those who do not know anything about astrology, for them this is the best course. Those who know everything about astrology, then you will learn a lot of things about your D1, D10, D60, anything to do with doshas, yogas, gemstones, medical astrology, and so many things. So all the best. January 2025, 4th January, Mercury will enter into Sagittarius. Now here, it it is an irony this time that Mercury and Sun exactly in this placement will start the year and will end the year as well. Now the journey towards the 12 houses, it's going to be very exciting, and let's understand this. Here, if you see, Mercury is the lord of the 5th house and lord of the 8th house. Whenever 5th and 8th house lord will go to the 11th house, there is possibility of some kind of real massive very nice gains, and beginning of the year is when this gains is promised for all the Mercury ascendant people. This gain is not like that gain ki small, very big gains. This does not mean that these gains will only come in the thing related to wealth. It can also comes in terms of your wishes, your hopes, anything to do with also your work area. Somewhere in the work area you may get some positive results related to some new work, some new joining, some new designation, or maybe in the social circle some big fame and name comes to you. So very awesome things. Later, Sun will enter into the 12th house. So Sun is a maraka for you. That means it is the 7th house lord. It's not a very positive thing. Sun and Jupiter are not very positive planets for you. Here, this is the time then Sun is going to the 12th house. The 7th house lord in the 12th house means losses due to partnerships, losses due to some kind of losses in spouse, or maybe if you're going through any court cases related to either business partnership or either your spouse, some divorce and everything. So you may lose during this time if this time the judgment comes. So there is problem in this time. But otherwise, if you see, Makar Sankranti is happening, a very auspicious event or auspicious festival happens in Southeast Asia, and this is the time when Sun enters into Capricorn. Now these kind of videos, when where there is a little bit of tension, like Sun entering into the 12th house for you, so we make bigger videos with a lot of remedies also for it. So just subscribe so that you do not miss such videos. Mars enters into Gemini here, and Mars is the lord, if you see, of the 10th house, and Mars is also the lord of the 3rd house. That means communication as well as your career is ruled by Mars, and it is coming to the 5th house of new beginnings, of creativity, of unconditional love, everything to do with children, education, everything in that area. Because it is getting aspect of Mercury also, so something very beautiful can happen during this time. Mars is also the planet here that will say that what kind of hardships you are supposed to face in your career area, what are the blockages, and coming to this 5th house will remove lot of creative blockages from your life. So very beautiful, very nice placement of Mars. Mercury, on the other hand, enters into Capricorn, into the 12th house. Now here Mercury makes a Viprit Rajyog. So if any trouble that was happening related to diseases, age, your longevity, your health, somewhere to do with journey, enemy, sorrow, or bad habits, here Mercury will start giving you very good results. So there can also be possibility of ending of things, like expenditure, what was going crazy, now comes down. There's possibility that a lot of problem related to fear and enemy, or some kind of sin which you were thinking, oh, this is wrong, some in that area you will get a lot of relief, because it is making a Viprit Rajyog. Rajyog is there, that means positive only. Venus, who's the Yoga Karka, extreme Yoga Karka, the lord of the 4th house, the lord of the 9th house, goes to the 2nd house and gets exalted, where Rahu Devta is also there. So this is the time when we can say that wealth wise only, Like Mercury going to the 11th house, it is also fame and name, but here wealth wise also we can see that there can be very much possibility of wealth coming in, because if you see the 10th house is also about fame, and the 10th house lord in the 5th house, which is the house of creativity, you can get famous in your workplace related to creativity also, especially because second house is house of status. What status do you have? In Hindi we say teri kya औकात hai. Second house tells what is the औकात, what is your bank balance, what is your backing. This is the second house, and here Venus getting exalted, yeah, yoga karka getting exalted. Very good time to buy real estate also. So all the best. 2025 yearly horoscope. If you want to get dive into your 2025, how it is going to be for your sign, you can book online on acastro.ca, or there's a WhatsApp link in the description also, and you can book there also. All the best. Here Jupiter, Brahaspati Dev, which got retrograde on 9th of October, is now getting direct, and that is getting direct into your fourth house. That means all the problems or all the delays in real estate, any problems related to some research work, any problem in your career, also delays in promotion and any status improvement, also anything to do with foreign countries. So here everything is opening doors for you in a very positive way because of Jupiter getting direct. Now, when Jupiter Brahaspati they will turn direct, we'll be making a very complete bigger video, because see, this so many aspects. It is sitting in the house of mother, in your property, in your vehicles, aspecting your 8th house of research, anything to do in bad habits, in sorrow. Now, this also is a problem when Jupiter is here in the enemy sign and aspecting the enemy sign, that is the sign of Virgo in this 8th house. And Jupiter, the energy is very, how do I explain? It's very simple. I can explain you a small example. Always Aquarius people, I explain, give stories to you. If you see the seed of a poisonous plant and the seed of a medicinal plant, if you sow it into the earth and water it, both will grow. Earth will not differentiate between good and bad. Same way energies of planets are also like same, because Jupiter is aspecting the 8th house. This is the house of disease, sorrow, enemy, bad habits, fear, sin. It can increase such things also depending on the placement of your chart. And Ketu is here, of planet of subconscious mind. Subconsciously, it may not show on your face, but subconsciously fear can be there, which can get enhanced. So such kind of things, now we make bigger videos to understand what are the remedies that we do, how are we going to cope up with such situations. Do subscribe so that you do not miss it. On the other hand, Mercury enters into Aquarius. Now this is the time, fifth house lord is in the Lagna, and with the Lagna lord, with a friend, very good time. Your attitude, your body, your mind, yourself, you'll come out as a very intelligent personality during this time. So beautiful time for you. Sun enters into Aquarius again. Now 7th house lord is exactly in the ascendant, aspecting the 7th house, which will give you a lot of leverage and a lot of possibility of growth in your relationships. There can be also what you say, opportunities. If you're going through difficult period in your marriage, there can be possibility now to reconcile. So if such opportunity comes, do grab it at the first sight. Mars, on the other hand, turns direct into Gemini, into the 5th house. That means more power to your creativity, more power to education, and also those who are thinking of starting up new business. Absolutely, this is the superb time for doing any communicative work, any legal work, any paperwork for you, because the 3rd house lord is third from itself in the house of creativity. So very positive. And then Mercury enters into Pisces. This is the time that clearly Neech Bhang Raj Yog in the 2nd house happens. This is not a very, what you say, this is not a very small thing happening in the 2nd house, and especially where Rahu Devta is sitting, who is the lord of material gains. Material gains are going to be at the peak during this time. Your speech, because of speaking, those who are in speaking business, those who are in motivational speaking business, those who are in teaching business, those who are in anything to do with communication, verbal communication, or those who are in call centers, BPOs, everywhere you will see that there is possibility of a lot of growth in your life. So all the best. February also brings, so see, the starting of the year only, the wealth is seen in very positive way. Beautiful. 2025 yearly horoscope for you, personalized. If you want to book, you can book on acastro.ca, and there is a WhatsApp link in the description also, which will help you to understand and see that how you can get over your 2025. What are the opportunities and obstacles that you may face? March is an exciting one because Venus retrogrades in Pisces. because it knows that there is a lot of things that is going to happen in Pisces. So it is saying, okay, I am the yoga karka, I am the one who's very responsible for Saturn, I am the very much responsible for wealth also in this house. So we don't want anything to do with losses here, making sure that right now, because my destiny, every destiny depends on my decision. It says, okay, I'll get retrograde, so that let another energies come here and I will take care during that time, try to nurture during that period. So and this time, this is where Revati nakshatra is there, and Revati nakshatra is all about nurturing also. So during this time you will see that Venus is going to act as a protector, a shield for all the Aquarius ascendant people. Sun enters into Pisces and eclipse energy begins, because Sun is now going to go very close towards Rahu. And why very close in very less time? Because Rahu is already coming to the cusp of the to enter the ascendant for you. So here Rahu and Sun will make a eclipse here. But that is not all. Sun entering into the second house is the seventh house lord in the second house. During this time, there can be expenses or money that can be spent in partnership, in court cases, in anything to do with your life partner, in your business partner. Money is going to be have to be pumped in during that time. So don't resist yourself. If there is anything that requires attention, give that money during this time. Later, Mercury retrogrades into Pisces, and that day it is going to be a complete lunar eclipse. 13th and 14th is going to be complete lunar eclipse. So that is where we have to be careful about the mind, because Moon here, look at it rules the sixth house. It rules your health, your mind, your enemies, health. This is where health can become. And second house is a Maraka house also. Maraka means it is the house that is not considered very good. It is seventh from the eighth house. It is a Maraka house, means anything that is seventh from any seventh is a killing house for that kind of a energy. So here longevity, killing of longevity. So you may health problems may come to you. Problem in your mouth, ulcers, some kind of problem with dental area. The second house rules the dental area. It also rules the right eye. So that kind of possibility problem is also there in the right eye. So we have to take care of things according to what stage of life you're in. It's also family. A lot of family miscommunication can also happen. On the other hand, this is when 29th of March, Saturn will enter into Pisces, and this is an exact that time. If you have heard the story of how Surya Dev, Lord Sun, took Saturn in his hand for the first time and everything became dark. The eclipse happened, and exactly same thing. Uh, Saturn coming into this house and same day eclipse happening. So this means that it's a very big day of Saturn and Sun. This time when Saturn is transiting, it's a very big day, and 5 planets are sitting together in the second house. This means a very big video we'll be making. It's not a very small thing. Saturn has now changed the aspect. So now your ascendant lord comes to the second house. That means all the problem related to wealth, or everywhere where wealth was a problem for you, where you will not be accumulate wealth slowly, this next 2.5 years you'll be accumulating lot of wealth. Lot of things related to real estate will come to you. Lot of things related to inheritance will come to you. Lot of things related to gains, especially from the social circle where you were very introvert, you were not giving lot of attention to that. Here you will see, because of the aspect of Saturn. So because this time Saturn is aspecting all the beautiful places except the 10th aspect of Saturn on the 11th house, means here the extra hard work will be have to done to become a little bit more extrovert, so that you can gain during this time. So March also on an overall level is collectively very good, but this solar eclipse and everything cannot be covered in this small video. We'll be making a very long video about it, so do subscribe so that you do not miss such things during the time when we upload the videos. So all the best, guys. After March, big transit, I told Rohitji, whenever big transit comes, I will take water. After that, Mars will enter into Cancer. Mars is the lord of the 10th house, going to the 6th house in the workplace area where Moon was just afflicted because of the lunar eclipse. And here Mars is also afflicted. If you're working in a foreign country, it is going to be blessing for you, because the 10th house lord, is 10th house lord is also aspecting your 9th and the 12th house. That means there will be positivity there. There will be a lot of attitude, things like, very heavy work and this, that, but your health will not allow you during this time. especially because Mars is debilitated. When Mars is debilitated, blood related problems, problems in bile, in stomach, problems in, this is the area related to stomach and lower abdomen, problems related to, diseases, enemies will try to overpower you. You will see that a lot of politics suddenly has started in the workplace for you, so where you will be challenged. But otherwise, those who are thinking of going to foreign country for work and trying to get an opportunity there, absolute very good energy here. Mercury now, before this, Astrology for Beginners, the 8-week course is on all of 2025. So weekends 8 a.m. MST Mountain Standard Time is going to be. And here from introduction to astrology till the 27 nakshatras, we'll be learning everything in detail. So it's for someone who does not know astrology at all, or someone who's very mid-level astrologer, then it is good for you. Those who know very much like me, then you have any course to call me. I will come to your course and learn more, because everyone, Rohitji, is giving knowledge in this world, and we need to grab knowledge from wherever it is coming, either from, and we have to always understand, everyone, that ego is very bad enemy of human beings. So if whenever I, this is a group also, Rohitji, if you see, the link is below in the description, where people keep talking about astrology, and sometimes I learn so many beautiful things from that group. That is also a very big thing, Rohitji. So always keep your learning antennas open. Okay. Here, as we see the eclipse energy is now slowly going, Mercury says, first I will turn direct and make sure that sudden ups and downs that is going on in this life, and especially in the area related to creativity, children, anything to do in education, I need to get direct and get all the communication in right process. Venus says, okay, now the eclipse energy is almost ending. 13th of April is when Venus says, okay, I am going now. I have to move forward, make sure I have a lot of work in this chart all of the year. I have to come to the beginning point, that is Sagittarius, and for that there is lot of areas where we have to work. And Venus also turns direct, adding lot of happiness in terms of wealth and energy of wealth coming to your life. So beautiful time. Sun exalts. The exaltation of Sun ends the energy of eclipse. Sun is very comfortable. The seventh house lord is exalted in the third house. Your courage, your possibility of earning wealth, your possibility of taking your hobby to the next level and trying to turn it into a business will be very super. But this is the time you have to focus on higher learning because of the aspect of Sun on the ninth house. This means that many people will be enrolling into lot of courses, lot of academics, lot of executive MBAs and stuff like that, which is very important for your Sun energy to be more positive for you. All the best. April is also a very good month. Now May comes, and May is full of excitement because here Mercury enters into Aries. Not a problem. Mercury is in the third house. This is the pure house of communication. Mercury comes and enhances your communication, makes it much better. Also the house of short distance journey. Suddenly there can be some kind of short distance journey because it is the lord of, and there can also be because of children. Suddenly you're visiting children, or children visiting you, or you're going towards your siblings, and there will be a good atmosphere here. And 2025 yearly horoscope is also here. You can book online on acastro.co. There's a WhatsApp link in the description also for personal appointments. Later, Jupiter enters into Gemini, very big transit. In this chart, Jupiter was in Kendra right now. Now it has come to the fifth house. That means number one good news for all the people is about progeny. Those who are thinking about children or second child, here there is positive placement of Jupiter, will make sure there is expansion in your family, expansion in your love life. Your love life is becoming so good, man. Jupiter coming and nurturing as it nurtures a small baby. So that is how your love life will be. Very unconditional love is also seen. So beautiful time is alignment for you. Jupiter aspecting the ninth house, higher education, with Sun aspecting, with Mercury aspecting, telling for higher education. It is also aspecting the 11th house. That means a lot of gains, and aspecting the ascendant. That means there will be possibility of lot of your attitude, yourself, your body, your physical outlook, your face, your wealth, everything growing, because wherever Jupiter will aspect, it will be putting growth in that area. Only thing, but this is the house, first house is house of Deha. Also Deha means body, and Jupiter is the Jiva is again the soul. It is also kind of soul for you. The not even soul is Sun only, but the knowledge that the soul has is Jupiter. So if you enhance your Jupiter, you will start getting answers from the soul. What happens is, because it is looking at the first house, there's possibility of getting fattening also. There's possibility because Jupiter, it will make sure that you be a little bulky. Fifth house is where it is sitting, is coming to your stomach. Lot of hunger, lot of food will be demanded by all the Aquarius ascendant people during this time. All the wives and mothers will become tired of cooking 10, 10, 12, 12 rotis, parathas for you. This is the kind of energy that is happening. Sun enters into Taurus, no problem. Kendra Lord, 10th from itself. That means designation wise, there is going to be some increase in designation. There is possibility of some kind of expenses in the house area. Also, not so much involvement in house and getting away out of house, especially in the career area, because the 7th house Lord is sitting 10th from itself. This is also a possibility that there will be gain to spouse also. If you're married or business partner, if you're in partnership, there's going to be lot of gains, lot of power that comes to the spouse. That means promotion of spouse is also seen, and also your partnership business is increasing, and there's positivity here. The big transit again happens. Rahu and Ketu coming to your ascendant. Here Rahu actually rules this ascendant, by the way. With Saturn, Rahu is the co-owner. In Parashara Hora Shastra, Parashara ji says that Rahu owns Aquarius and Ketu owns Scorpio. This is what he says. But I feel Ketu has a very big meaning in Leo, because Sun is the significator of soul, and Ketu is the significator of departing of soul and also liberation of soul. So Sun and Ketu share a very, very important bond between each other. Rahu entering into Aquarius, into your ascendant, this is a time that your attitude, you are going to be a hero, a heroic attitude. Rahu is the hero. He says that I am the one who swallows the sun, the king. Who is king in front of me? I swallow him. That is how powerful Rahu is. Simika Putra, Rahu Dev. Here, Rahu is going to be extremely powerful. There's going to be a lot of transformation, especially in the area related to wealth. Rahu says, I will show you that what real wealth is, what real attitude is, what real hard work is. So Rahu is going to be very, very positive for you. And Ketu here is coming to the 7th house. There can be detachment related to marriage. There may be, because you will be so over ambitious during this time, that there may be possibility you will be not showing a lot of attention in your partnerships. For business partnership, Ketu can also bring lot of illusion, lot of misunderstanding, because you will be egoistically very, very powerful and say that you are wrong, I am right. Such kind of energy is there. So we will be making a very big video discussing about remedies, this and more things, because see, this is not all. It will be also receiving aspects, like coming and going aspects of all the planets as well. So we will see that how it works out for you. But in a positive way, as Ketu was getting aspect last time, Rahu Devta will get aspect of Jupiter. So your growth will happen with little bit of discipline as well, little bit of guidance, little bit of knowledge. It's not going to be like disastrous growth. All the best. Mercury enters into Taurus. Do subscribe so that you do not miss that Rahu Ketu video, which is going to be like well researched. You will be like, nowhere you'll find such kind of video. I'm not boasting, but I'm putting a lot of hard work, and I am thankful that I am so lucky to put hard work for myself, for everyone. So I am proud of myself as well. Here Mercury enters into Taurus, and Mercury is the lord of the 5th house, 12th from itself. This is the time that many of your children or many of your loved ones can be traveling abroad, or maybe going somewhere far away, which can add a little bit of sorrow that, okay, I miss you, this, that, such kind of things. But on the other hand, this is a possibility that inheritance wise, anything has to be done in your family, in your family life. This is a possibility that things may start working out for you. So beautiful time for all the people. Venus enters into Aries, again adds to a lot of positivity here, because the lord of the 12th house is lord of the 9th house is in the 3rd house, exactly opposite to itself, aspecting the 9th house. This is a time for higher education, or and Jupiter is also aspecting. So that means you will be, this is also a time that there is aspect wise, there is Lakshmi Narayan Yoga happening. So you may get some very proper advice from your mentor, from your teacher, from your guru during, or your father, that will be like not less than millions of dollars. So that kind of advice you will get, $1,000,000 advice. So make sure that your antennas are open, your ears are open, your body, your mind, your soul is accepting other people's advice during this time. All the best. May is a very beautiful month, And 2025 yearly horoscope, you can book online on acastro.ca or WhatsApp link in the description, which will tell you about your dasha, antardasha, pratyantardasha, that how, what are the opportunities and what are the obstacles that may come. Even with this transit and energies, what are the opportunities that you have? Here, June comes and Mercury enters into Gemini, into the own sign. This is the time that people will be signing up now for education, because now you're not saying that no. Education, education, education. Speculative gains, anything to do in gains, because Jupiter is also here making sure that gains happen in bigger way. Speculative gains is happening for you. There is also possibility that eighth house lord is in the sixth house, and that is both ruled by Mercury only. So this is a positive time for lottery also. So those people who play lottery and everything, that is mark the date from Mercury enters Gemini, from 6th of June you will start playing lottery. On the other hand, Mars will enter into Leo, and also Mercury in the fifth house means that communication wise with your children, with your loved ones, with you, your own creativity will be at the most high level, and you'll be two intelligent benefits are sitting in the one of knowledge and one of wisdom in sitting in the fifth house. What do you need? Fifth house is that house where you get purva punya, past life karmas, and anything that is pending, and there when there should be light, and you should get result for it. This is where you will get result for it also. So all the best. Mars enters into Leo. This is a very normal transit of 10th house lord in the 10th from itself with Ketu. Lot of aggressiveness. Ketu, it will make Ketu also very aggressive. That okay, we need to work very hard, hard, hard. And this is the time many people will attain power. If they are in a war with anyone in any aspect of their life, they will win during this time. So again, a very awesome time of the 10th house lord sitting 10th from itself, and the fifth, speculative gain in your communication, through your communication, because the third house lord is fifth from itself. So absolutely wonderful. I know many people who don't understand what I'm saying, 10th house lord, this, that, but because my mind is trained that way, so I don't have any other option to make you understand. But if you count from third house and 10th house, you will understand what I'm saying. Or if you want to join my classes, come, I will explain you what is Bhavat Bhavam, that is house from the house, which is very important to make predictions. Sun enters into Gemini. Sun is the lord of the fifth house, of the seventh house, and as coming exactly 11th from itself, again gains in marriage. Those people whose marriage and things like that were not getting fixed, and they're looking for a groom and stuff like that, or a bride, here there will be some kind of gains that you get, and especially through your social circle, you may get some kind of positive rishta, or positive, what you say, result. Maybe many people are getting married also during this time, never know. All the best for you guys. And Mercury enters into Cancer now. So Mercury is in, it is in ascending order from the fifth house, and here it is entering into the house of disease, health, enemy, loans, and it is making a Viprit Rajyog. So some problems may be there in your life, and here that problems are supposed to now take its own course and start getting solved for you. So beautiful time again for Mercury entering into Cancer. One of the best times. Viprit Raja Yoga, whenever fifth, sixth house lord, eighth house lord, 12th house lord will go into any exchange of these houses, it is called Viprit Raj Yoga. That means problem is there and solution is also come now. This is what Viprit Raj Yoga means. Here, on the other hand, Mercury, after entering into Cancer, Venus will enter into Taurus, into its own sign, a Yoga Karka coming to the fourth house. Anything that has to do with, your real estate, your money, your mother's health, your heart, anything to do in terms of your health also. Those who are going through problems like chest problems, lungs problems, blood problems, heart problems, arteries problems, veins problems, all these things is where Venus will come and give you a lot of strength. You will start getting good results in home, vehicles, property, getting a lot of social security in life, because your destiny will be at peak during this time. So June also is a very, very beautiful month. 2025 yearly horoscope, those who are thinking of getting into this, all the best, guys. There is a possibility that you can book online on acastro.ca, and very soon I'll be seeing your birth chart and discussing your opportunities and obstacles with you. Such a nice photo I have of this. This is my Ganesh Utsav photo. Nice. I love this photo. Bye. Thank you, Rohitji. Saturn. Lagna Lord retrogrades now. Now this is a time when everything will become like, oh my god, what is happening? Why Saturn Shani Dev is retrograde here? And getting retrograde, that means very good for Aries moon people who Sati started. They will start feeling relieved that okay, nothing, there is no problem, everything is as before. But Saturn retrograde in the second house means it is telling you to get more measures and more ways, or understand more measures for understanding family values, understanding wealth management. This is what two things that Saturn is going to tell you. And on top of that, after that, Sun enters into Cancer into the sixth house, exactly 12th from the seventh house. So Saturn has taken its aspect from the third house, from the eighth house, and from the what you say 11th house. It has taken all the aspects from that area, and it is also that energy is inward. Saturn's energy is very inward here. It means that you will not get any results related to this positive second and the eighth house. For 11th house, because it is Jupiter's house and Jupiter is aspecting, so it is more powerful. Jupiter is more powerful here. So you will start getting wishes, hopes, and income will increase for a. But Saturn is telling you to do management of income now. Because what happened when Jupiter came here in May, it saw Saturn saw that money is coming now, you're just spending it like crazy. So it's telling now I am getting retrograde. We have to manage funds properly. You have to learn now. That is why Saturn gets retrograde. Sun enters into Cancer. Seventh house lord 12 from itself, again losses in partnership. There can be losses through partnership, losses in court case, losing court cases, trouble from enemies, also problems like health problems, especially problems related to heart, bones. Sun rules the bones, huh? Saturn rules the joints, Sun rules the bones. Where there is a difference between bone and joint. So arthritis happen when Saturn and Sun have any combination in the chart. That is when arthritis happen. Bones and the joints are in pain. You have to see Saturn and Sun's what you say relationship, and then you will see that, oh, that's why he has arthritis. Here Mercury also retrogrades here, thinking that okay, man, this is a lot of things happening. I need to go to the fifth house to understand that what speculative gains has been spent in not wise way, and understand that if anything has to be taken into consideration, because Shani Dev, the Lagna Lord, is also retrograde. During this time, your diseases, your health, your injury, your disputes, your enemies are you are more vulnerable toward them. So they can harm you. So very careful. Venus enters into Gemini here. This is the time Yoga Karka comes to the and fifth house and makes a Lakshmi Narayan Yoga, and especially this is the house of Mahalakshmi. So during this time we'll be making yantras also for Lakshmi Narayan Yoga Yantra. And very very auspicious time. It is happening this Diwali during this time, but that is so beautiful because of the aspects, and because of this time it is going to be conjunction combination of Lakshmi Narayan Yoga. So beautiful time for all the people. And when Venus also comes, Mercury also comes here, then it's going to be so awesome. But here Venus coming to the fifth house again tells you creativity wise, education wise, your skill development, everything, your startups, everything will be taking more into consideration. And Venus and Mercury together, Jupiter and Mercury together is also childbirth, progeny. That means anything that you're trying for children, July 26 and onwards, try with double triple times every day. Watch this movie Good News and see what Kareena Kapoor tells to Akshay Kumar. Do that. Okay, you're done. Let's try after food. You're done. Let's try after sleeping. So this is the kind of try you have to do, because for childbirth, because this is an absolute very best placement of Venus and Venus and Jupiter coming into the fifth house, getting more jiva into the life. Beautiful. Mars enters into Virgo in July, and Mars entering into Virgo is also a very important time here, because see, it is the 10th house lord goes to the 8th house of sudden ups and downs, and your communication can be the area where you need to focus. There will be gains for you because Mars is aspecting the 11th house, so gains is there, but still sudden ups and downs in career can happen through health also, because this is also the house of disease, sorrow, bad habits. Some kind of habits of yours may make you will be lazy kind of stuff. When Mars is not in good houses, it's lazy. That is where you have to be careful in July. So July also seems to be big, because two benefics are in the fifth house. Fifth house is sorted, everything is sorted. When I was learning with K.N. Rao sir's all the things, he said that in a chart, whenever astrologer opens a chart, number one thing, you see the fifth house and the fifth house lord placement. Not even ninth house, not even ascendant lord, only fifth house lord. If fifth house lord is very good, then you are in sorted position. If fifth house lord gets retrograde, debilitated, trouble, combust, then there is a alarming situation, because you will not get luck, because the luck of the luck is also the fifth house. The ninth house is called luck house, right? The house of bhagya. Ninth from the ninth is fifth house, which is the bhagya of the bhagya. That means destiny is destiny. Very important house. House of money also is this only, Rohiji. There is no other house in the world. Second house is speculate. Second house is gathering of money. 11th house is gain of money. Ninth house is also, you know how, if is money is promised through father or through lineage or no. But fifth house is money that you generate from your life. Anyways, July is very good. 2025 yearly horoscope. You can book online on acastro.ca, or there's a WhatsApp link in the description also. So all the best, and see you on the other side to understand what are your opportunities and obstacles in 2025. August comes. Saturn is still retrograde. Mercury turns direct into Cancer, saying that, okay, Venus is here in my house. I trust Venus in very, very, it's Yoga Karka. It's going to make the right decision. I am going to move forward, make sure the health and everything becomes okay, and moving towards relationship, because there Ketu is creating a lot of trouble, and we need to make sure that we end things here. But before it enters, sun enters and the eclipse energy begins, because it is going to be eclipse. Whenever sun will come near Ketu and Rahu, eclipse is supposed to happen. And here this is the own house where sun has come. Sun is the planet that rules partnership, marriage, and also extreme maraka for you. So health wise, we have to be still careful in August of this year. Very careful. And as soon as Venus enters into Cancer, this is the time that the Yoga Karka, that means the lord of the ninth and the fourth house, come to the sixth house to make sure that diseases, enemy, any problem that could have caused as sun enters into the seventh house. This is called interdependence of benefics. Two benefics are sitting in the sixth house, trying to make sure that all the problems related to enemies, disputes, health, everything becomes very normal, and you start having good energy in your life. Mercury enters into Leo here, and Mercury enters into Leo here. This is the 12th, the 8th house lord sitting exactly 12th from itself, and fifth house lord third. There can be a lot of problem in communications, and especially through your loved ones, children also. There can be possibility of communication issues with your in-laws also during this time, because the eighth house is in-laws and sitting 12th from itself. So this is also mark again, health wise we have to be careful, man, because moon is also coming here, making a lunar eclipse and what not. So health wise, absolutely, this is a time health is majorly calling during this time, in this, because this 6th, 7th and 8th, whenever planets are here, and see 1 2 3 4 5 planets are here, it's very important health wise we have to be careful, because 6th house is health, 7th house is killing house, 8th house is again health. 2025 yearly horoscope. You can book online on acastro.ca, or there's a WhatsApp link in the description. So see you on the other side to understand your opportunities, obstacles. And if you're going through such period, then surely you need remedies. So let's hope for the best. 7th and 8th of September is when lunar eclipse will happen, and this is when the 6th house lord will be afflicted. Venus is here trying to give a lot of strength to this house, which is a very, very benefic thing for everyone. So all the best. Mars enters into Libra on the other hand on 13th of September. This is another good news, but not good news in terms of this is good news for higher education, for foreign travel and stuff like that, but not good news for career, because there may be some kind of reputation loss or some kind of power loss during this time. Career wise, if promotion was supposed to come, this is possible that during this time it may delay for a month or so, because the 10th house lord is sitting 12th from itself. That means losses. If you have been transferred to foreign country, this is going to be a positive sign, and you may achieve something best in foreign countries. So that is positive. Short distance journey will be very rewarding, and it can bring a lot of devotion, luck, and also it can bring a lot of blessings from your gurus. Or you may be entering into pilgrimage. Going into pilgrimage is also possible, because Mars is aspecting the 12th house of ashram. So such kind of things can happen, because 9th house is guru and 12th house is ashram. When Mars is aspecting, such people end up into guru's ashram. And Rohiji, what, this is such an eye opener. I have Mars in the in the 9th house for me, aspecting the 12th house, which is the house of moon, and it is sitting with moon. That means I will be ending up into ashram, and that is a plan to make a ashram and live there peacefully, nicely, water the plants, have fun, chant Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Eat food without onion, garlic. Sit nicely, meditate. Such beautiful life, Rohitji. No need of money, nothing at all. Just relax. God. Later, Mercury enters into its own sign, into the 8,000. It is very important for Mercury to enter here because there can be sudden ups and downs. Because the eclipse, the point of eclipse is going to be in Virgo this time because of Ketu on the cusp of transit. It is still not entered into the seventh house very completely. That this is called the true and the mean transits of Chaya Grah, shadow planets. So here Mercury is coming to the sixth house, taking charge of this house, getting ready, all the problems related to the diseases, anything that it will bring on surface immediately, so that immediately you get relief, and you get relief, and then sun enters into this house. And when after 17th of September sun enters, 4 days later on 21st, solar eclipse, partial solar eclipse, which is not visible everywhere. In Australia, somewhere in Pacific, Atlantic and Antarctica, where most of our subscribers are in Antarctica, where there will be like eclipse. So here we have to be careful related to eighth house. This is intimacy, getting to extramarital affair, getting into anything to do with intimacy, having some kind of sexual diseases also is possible during this time. There is possibility that government, or you may have suddenly your spouse may intervene, and there may be possibility that you are also caught. Such kind of energy is what is happening here. Bad habits, drinking, smoking during this time, drinking and driving, you may end up into jail also, because look at Mars. The aspect of exalted Mars is on the 12th house. 12th house is house of jails. Very careful, man. Don't. That means for a shorter period of time you may go to isolation also. Isolation is jail also, so very careful. This energy is there. I'm telling you, whatever it is, good things are also there, bad things are also there, medium things are also there. Your yoga karka planets are helping you to the most, but still we have to be careful here. 2025 yearly horoscope you can book online on acastro.ca, or there's a WhatsApp link in the description where you can book. So all the best, and see you on the other side very soon. October is here, and October is also a month of lot of things happening. First, Mercury will enter into Libra. After the energy ends, Mercury is saying, I want to relax. I was exalted there. I did all I could in the 8th house to get lot of shared resources for you. This is the time that I am going to be making sure your luck, your devotion, your relationship with your father, and also anything to do with children, because it is getting the aspect of Jupiter also, is going to be positive, and there can be good news in your family. Venus enters into Virgo and says, I'm finally done. I did so much of handling from the 6th, 7th. Now I'm in the 8th house. I want to be debilitated. Only thing that I need to make sure is now my Lord of my ascendant is asking me to worry about money, is asking me to now make plans about money. And that's why it is putting an exalted aspect on the 2nd house, trying to make sure that in the money, in the bank balance, in wealth area, you're making right investments. You're making sure your speech, your commitment is not over commitment. You're in discipline. You're not going without you're going by the book. You're not going impulsively. This is what Venus is doing for all the people here. Sun, on the other hand, after this eclipse and everything, it is now tired. And what it needs Ashwinis. Ashwini Kumaras are where Sun gets, a lot of power. And here, from the Swati Nakshatra, from the 7th house, it is going to aspect the 3rd house of Ashwini Kumaras, where it will say that lot of nurturing it requires. The exalted aspect will be there. Here it will be in Swati Nakshatra. And when it is Swati Nakshatra in the house of Libra, it becomes debilitated. It is powerless. Because of so much of things going on with eclipse and everything, Sun says, okay, it's time for me to rest. But on the other hand, the courage and everything, where there will be so much of repair, you will be very powerful. You'll say luck and all does not work. I will work myself. My courage is bigger than luck. And this is where Sun is also taking you towards. Also possibility of little bit of rift between relationship between spouse and your business partners, because it is in 3rd from itself and debilitated. That means you will have to surrender. Your partner will win. So that is a rule of life, especially for male people. Partner always wins, so we have to surrender. This is the kind of thing that is happening here. Big transit, Jupiter for the 2nd time in 2025 gets into exaltation, and it is here for a specific reason, and that reason is Saturn's retrogression. Once Saturn became retrograde, Jupiter became very restless, that oh my god, it is retrograde in my sign. I need to aspect it immediately so that I can make sure that all the things. And see, if you see, a lot of times collective aspect of Venus and Jupiter is happening, and that is the 9th aspect of Jupiter, 7th aspect of Venus. That this is the time that family life will also be very good. There is possibility that family life enhances, increases. There is in the family new additions can happen. Jupiter entering into Cancer will now change the aspect to the 10th house, that is your career, to the 12th house, that is your foreign travel, and to the second house, that is your wealth. In all the places, you will see a lot of big growth. And because Jupiter is putting a debilitated aspect in the 12th house, some people may have some kind of bad results like visa refusals, or some kind of things like low extra expenditure or waste expenditure to travel to foreign countries. I told Rohitji, whenever big transmittals happen, what will I do? Water. For this big transits, we are also going to be make. Oh, I drink water and it went till here. I feel it is going inside. For big transits, we'll be making a complete longer video also. So make sure that you do not just ignore and go away. Oh, it's done. No, subscribe, otherwise you'll miss it. And then that missing is your own karma. It's not my help, because we will be making remedies also. Like a very positive planet like Jupiter coming to the 6th house, not comfortable. Two positive planets, Jupiter and Venus, sitting in the 6th and 8th house. It is, these are the house of Dushtanas, where negative planets give good results. Positive planets come and struggle here. For this struggle, we need to give them strength, and strength comes through remedies. When you're tired and you will take vitamin C, or you take glucose, that okay, I want power. That is remedy, right, for the body. Same way, you need remedy for the planets as well. So we'll be discussing that in that longer videos. Make sure you subscribe so that you do not miss it. And if you are thinking of learning astrology, trying to make a mark in your life that, okay, I want to learn about planets also, here you go. All the details are on the screen, and very soon you can learn about astrology with me. All of 2025, depending on what time you're watching the video, you can comment and let us know, and then we will be telling you that when the next course is starting. Or you can talk to Samantha on the 403-493-1188. This is the number. Many people call this number. This number is with me, by the way. So if you call it, it comes to me. I don't pick it up because I'm in appointments. I cannot pick up and say hello. Yeah. So please, everything WhatsApp is very good now. Very easy to manage things. Here, after this, Mercury will enter into Scorpio, the 6th house, the 8th house lord in the house of career. And especially here, the 5th house lord in the house of careers, a lot of creativity, a lot of suddenly some kind of name, fame, suddenly power is increasing. Things are moving, right? Things are moving in right direction for you, because you're getting aspect of Jupiter also. That means a lot of growth in career. What you say, promotions also in career is seen. Beautiful time. On top of that, Mars also comes, gives you aggressive nature also. That Jupiter is saying to Mars that, okay, listen, you're here. Now let's work on anger, ego issues. Don't get too angry, but that kind of sometimes, to show that status wise, especially in your communication, you have to be a little bit of aggressive. You cannot always say yes, yes, yes. You have to say that no, this is not possible, this is how it will work, because you are in power right now. You cannot get exploited during this time. In workplace, you will get really, really very, very good results, because in this time Mars is aspecting your ascendant, and that is where Rahu is sitting. The Angarak yoga is happening, and that means you will be extremely aggressively powerful. But make sure that this power comes with responsibility. Yeah, great power comes with great responsibility. Yeah, great responsibility comes with great power, whatever it is, vice versa. Here, that is the kind of situation happening. So make sure that you are powerful, but also on the side of, what you say, dignity is also maintained. And 2025 yearly horoscope, I know I've told so many times, you want to book online on AC Astrology or WhatsApp link, you talk to Samantha, and she will give you the link for 2025 yearly horoscope. Actually, when Rohitji, we made videos back to back, like this is a 6th, 7th hour we are working, right, on these videos. So after that, your energy, we are also human, right? And I am also human being. And still people don't subscribe, saying that, okay, bol raha hai, bolne do. This is very sad sometimes. There are, on the channel, there are 1.3 million unique viewers. There is only 55,000-60,000 subscribers. That means 1 million people came, but they ignored that, okay, who subscribes. Otherwise, 1.5 million have been the subscribers during this time. And now this people will watch 10, 15,000 unique viewers, 20,000 unique viewers, and only 2-3,000 people will subscribe. So this is like tamacha on the face, saying that you guys are no good. We don't care about you. Go tell good things about us, then we will subscribe. Every energy comes with Brahma, Vishnu, and Mahesh. Good creation survival, and destruction. Every planet also has the same inherent quality because they come from the same source, Brahma, Vishnu, and Mahesh. All the three give signature: the CEO, the CFO, about your salary, and the human resources, that okay, you are done. So तीनों लोगों का करना पड़ेगा भाई. Anyways, Venus enters into Libra on November of 2025. Again, here, look at Venus, Yoga Karka coming to the ninth as your destiny starts acting very, very positive. You had a little bit of struggle, but now destiny is absolutely positive here. Very, very much in great power. Your destiny is working for you. There is a lot of luck that you can see. Mercury retrogrades here in Scorpio because it has something to say to Venus that, okay, listen, I forgot to say something. And there is some more task because Saturn here is retrograde. So other planets are working towards Saturn retrogression and improving the areas where Saturn is aspecting. And Saturn is aspecting the 11th house. Saturn is aspecting your third house. That is house of Venus. Saturn is aspecting your uh, eighth house. That is house of Jupiter. That is the house of Mercury. So Mercury is really stressed right now that how do I make sure bring everything up to the mark in the career area, so or so that that whenever Saturn turns direct, and this month Saturn is turning direct, I have to make sure every communication wise, discipline wise, we are in the right spot in the career so that we do not have any mishap during this period. Jupiter on the other hand retrograde, saying that okay, listen, I was my main reason of getting into direct motion and coming soon to Cancer only was to look at my second house, that is Pisces, where Saturn is. And because Saturn wanted everyone to make sure that everything is in process, in order, in discipline, so that it can give you karmic results, every other planets acted. This is called interdependence of planets. Whenever planets will get retrograde and will get start aspecting suddenly, Jupiter does not do such things once a year, it changes, but here Jupiter is changing two times just to save its own house. So this is what that nurturing quality of planet is towards its sign. That's why they are given these kind of signs. So this is the time that Jupiter retrogrades, and now lot of energy is backward, trying to make you understand that in the diseases area, don't take things lightly. Enemies also don't take loan, also we can take very easily, but it's very difficult to pay. So such things comes with a lot of responsibility, so very careful. Sun enters into Scorpio, into the finally out of debilitation, and seventh house lord, fourth from itself, brings you happiness and some kind of gains, ability, fame, power, dignity, possibility of wealth, possibility ruling. You become ruling power. And because I told you earlier that Mars is here, Mars was later in the 12th from itself, and there was problem like promotion and etc. did not happen. This is the time that alignment happens, and promotion and everything related to some positive news comes to you. Venus comes here, Mercury comes here and tells that, listen, you are the best friend of Saturn. I am still a small boy. You are the best friend. Please make sure that Saturn, when as creates its aspect very direct here, make sure that it helps me. And you're in the right now in the house of destiny, so you can change the destiny. Please, please, please. So this is kind of negotiation going on between Mercury and Saturn. But this is also the time to make sure that your communication, especially in the area related to your devotion, your spirituality, your people or your mentors, your seniors, your gurus, is very, very positive. Because Saturn is Venus is no other than a guru. It is also a guru. It is guru of the Daitya, and Jupiter is guru of the Devas. But still, it is a guru. It is. This does not mean that Venus is a demon. Venus is a god. It's a demigod only. But the thing is that it has been given the work of helping demons. They also need guidance. They also need guru. So everyone will have a guru in their life. So here Venus is telling you to be very, and Mercury also retrograde, saying that relationship and communication with all these gurus items has to be very, very nice. And Venus comes to the 10th house, saying that okay, don't worry, I will look at it. Because very soon I will go to the 11th house, where you will also come. You will see the Saturn is aspecting that house with the 10th aspect. So don't worry, but here some repair needs to be done in the 9th house, so do that. Here Venus comes to the 10th house. Again, there is possibility of lot of gain, lot of power that comes through your destiny. Your destiny is going to work for you, and in the area related to career, name and fame comes. Mercury, Saturn directs into Pisces. This is a very big movement of Saturn. Those people who are in Sadesati, especially those who have Aries moon in the third house, they will start feeling like a lot of impulsiveness that, oh, Saturn is now moved. It will start impacting them. There is also possibility that during this time, your Saturn will start giving you results for all the investment that you have done in past, all the speech, all the commitments that you have done in past. Now this is the time to honor them. This is a time to make sure that you are working towards them. Good news in terms of real estate, good news in terms of research areas. Some people who are in research now will get big breakthroughs and gains also. Here we have to be a little bit careful because Jupiter is now running back to make sure that it goes to the fifth house and aspects the 11th house, because the 10th aspect of Saturn on the 11th house can create a little bit of wishes, hopes to be a little bit slow down, because this is a Jupiter is not in very good terms with Shani Dev. So here it will be like, where you have to work more hard towards achieving your wishes and goals. It's not going to be so easy for you this year, and especially after this Saturn getting direct here. Mercury turns direct into Libra, saying that, okay, now Shani Dev is direct. I have to go run from here to the 11th house, and fatafat I will go to the 10th house very fast. Try to make sure that everything becomes very nice there, because other planets are also there. I have a lot of guidance here. Your ninth, your luck, your devotion also starts working very, very nicely. Any gains that was supposed to come from partnership is also going to be seen. Any gains that come from children also is going to be seen. Education wise, you may be now enrolling towards going to foreign countries. So this is that expenses also happening for education for children. And also very good news about childbirth also can come, or conception also can come, because or for the second child, because the fifth house lord is fifth from itself. So possibly very nice November. All of 2025 we'll be discussing about astrology for beginners, this course which is starting on I don't know when in 2025, depending on what time you are seeing. There's going to be 16 classes here, like 1.5 to 2 hours of classes. You will learn a lot of things in astrology. So all the best. Lot of myths, lot of doubts will get clear. All the best, guys. December of 2020, and I told you big transit. I will drink water, so I'll drink water. Saturn. See, Saturn delays. Saturn delayed my water drinking also after a transit. So delayed. Jupiter enters into Gemini again. Now it has come to make sure that the aspect of Jupiter is on the 11th house and make sure that there is no big delays here. There is growth and constant growth. Again, Jupiter, those who are thinking of, progeny, anything to do with your childbirth, very good time. Education, higher education, both. The fifth house lord is in the ninth house, aspected by Jupiter. Very good time for you. Sorry. Mercury enters into Scorpio because it has power of other 3 minds, saying that now I can go here, no problem at all. When I want to go to Saturn, before that everyone will be there. So it was hiding for some time when it's went into the aspect of Saturn and Jupiter. Here, moving on, Mercury is going to be, you're going to be very creative in your work area. There's possibility of love life also that can spark in the work area. So because Venus and Mercury are together, and here the 9th house and the 5th house lord are together in the 10th house, that means destiny and creativity both together. And there can be possibility you meet someone in some Christmas party, in some, now all these parties are going to happen in the end of the year. So you meet someone and there can be possibility of a lot of gains in love also from them. So this love life also is very good. Mars enters into Sagittarius, saying that, okay, man, I am going to give a lot of gains to you. You've done a lot of hard work over the year. Saturn is also aspecting here, saying that, yes, hard work will get rewards. Jupiter is aspecting, there is growth here in the 11th house related to your wishes, hope, anything to do with income, growth with discipline in a very, very disciplined manner, not like suddenly windfall comes. Here, Mercury also goes here. The speculative lord, 5th house lord goes to 11th house. That means gains happen for you in a very, very positive way. Again, income is up. Venus, the 9th house lord, goes to the 11th house. Your luck is also working. In social circle, there is name, fame, some kind of recognition, some kind of award you will get during this time. Maybe in the office, you will say employee of the year. This person gets the award. Such kind of things is coming. And later, Sun also is here, Venus also is here, everyone is here, Mercury is here. Very positive, as very positive time for all the people. If you see all the good planets, and this is what Ravana wanted. Ravana wanted all the planets to come and sit in the 11th house of his son, birth. Only Saturn was the powerful one who just put his one leg in the 12th house. And that is where all the destruction happened. Right, Rohitji? If I'm not wrong. And here, this is where 11th house, all the planets here, especially Yogakarka 11th house, your Lord of 5th house in 11th house, Lord of 7th house in 11th house, Lord of 10th house and 11th house, that means so such good things. Those people who are in social media, anything to do in that area, also you'll see a lot of success. Now this is the 2025 year of Mars, and Mars is war. So war, I'm not saying that war in countries that is happening, that separate case that started earlier only. Why didn't start in 2025? This is war within. Mars represents action, drive, and passion, and sometimes aggression also. A 9 year tends to symbolize endings, completion, and transformation. It's a time for wrapping up old cycles and preparing for new beginnings. Last year was time to get into discipline. This time is it's time to start something new. This is what Mars is saying. And here, horoscope, yearly horoscope, you can book online on WhatsApp, links in the description. The classes, it's going to be all of 2025. So whenever you're comfortable, you can join. And happy new year. Happy new year, Rohitji, to you. Welcome to 2025. Thank
Thank
you.
you. Happy New Year to you also. Thank you very much for the detailed and interesting horoscope analysis predictions for 2025 for Aquarius. Now waiting for Pisces as soon as
Yes,
possible.
Rohitji.
Thank
Yes,
you very
Rohitji.
much. Thank you, Akashji. We'll meet you in some next video. Till then, Jai Shri Ram. Jai
Jai Mahan, Jai Mata Di, Jai Mahalakshmi. Om Namah Shivaya.